Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm here to talk about the confusing but very complicated history of why is the in 2012, when Lego Friends was released, and during the Lego Movie timeline. But if something like a crossover with Hasbro, I know no by then they did have a crossover. They've been partners for a long time. Has a good relationship with Hasbro, not like other companies. I'm looking, not like other companies. I'm not talking about Disney or Mattel. I'm looking. If a crossover, well, by the way, sometimes it's hard to know when the reboot started. Two reboots have started in 2018 and 2023. If you haven't seen it or you're living under a rock, but if things have changed in Heart Lake City, like it has been changed the last 4 years, uh, but why is the consistency with the facing of the town? But I don't think that's the Lego Group's fault. I love it, but I think the Lego Group just had a design change from 2012 to the two reboots. But I think it was necessary for the plot and the stories to actually make sense. But if the stories and if any crossover has been happened, but by the way, there's only like three others, and two were unsuccessful. One was Lego Elves, and one was the worst selling teens Lego DC Superhero Girls, because it was unsuccessful. I get all into that into forgotten Lego themes, but things that just don't make sense. I think they've been teasing this for a long time, especially with Lee. I think they were trying to make a crossover into their universe in the Lego Story Elves theme, but things that don't make sense in their universe doesn't make sense anywhere else. Like if the Disney princesses have crossovers, or anything to do with the consistency, sometimes they can do that and sometimes they can't do that. And if what I'm trying to make a point is, if they know that they have partners with Mattel, if they made like Equestria Girls, like something like they're familiar with, I'll make them aged up like G5. Just stick with G4. But that would mean that they have to get Lauren Faust back and into the swing. But if they do G5, because I'm baffled, because these two shows are literally nothing in common, but they're all about friendship. Lego Friends literally called Lego Friends, and literally the whole thing, friendship magic, is literally magic. But I think the reason why they're holding on to this thing, because it's infuriating. Things just never really make sense with any of them, with any of their timelines. The timeline is kind of over the place because even ages in Lego Friends universe, that they never seen existent. Other shows, sometimes the character will say their age, but still, these girls have been aged. Even the next chapter's age is kind of late teens, at least they go to school, not like them. In Girls on a Mission, they didn't, but that's all I wanted. I just after coming over this little rant, but thank you for liking and subscribing. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm actually 18, and I hope see you again next time. And make sure to like and stay notified when I